Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Simply Sketchy. And I'm once again joined with the one, the only, the Fat Dave, also known as Total Blackout Painting. Hello, dude. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm fantastic. Um, yeah, I'm great. Thanks for having me back again.
My pleasure.
And today I'm making Trim draw he's gonna draw Karn from Magic the Gathering, Karn the Silver Golem. So, and I'm not gonna delve into the lore of Karn per se, because the Magic lore is so broken now. It's like so disjointed and dumb that it doesn't make any sense. But I'll go into some basics on Magic for those who don't know. It's a trading card game. Kind of, it predates Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, but I think people are familiar with those as well. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon as trading card games. Anyhow,
Blue Eyes White Dragon, go!
Yeah, Magic never got a cartoon. There's a bunch of books about it and stuff. And for a while, it had a really interesting story until, the recent incarnation of Wizards took over, and then Hasbro bought Wizards, and
Yeah, and Hasbro, if you want to know my opinion about Hasbro, just look at what Transformers has been making as of late.
And so Hasbro took over, who was not a gaming company. They were a big corporation toy company, and they saw a property that people loved and were like, hey, you know what we can do with this is make a lot of fucking money with it.
Yeah, let me put it like this, guys. In Hasbro, in Games Workshop now, there's a dude who used to be a boss in Hasbro.
That's why Games Workshop is.
Games Workshop has always been pieces of shit, but adding Hasbro to the mix did not help.
Yeah, it's yeah, for sure. Games Workshop has always kind of sucked.
Yeah,
but
they are terrible.
They destroy the spirit of stuff by trying to over commodify it.
Yeah.
By trying to get too much money out of it. And I guess to put it in perspective is that in like 2023 and 2024, in those 2 years, there was like a full and Magic's been a game. It's been a game for like since 1994. I mean, I started playing in 1994. So in between 2024 and 2023, there was something like 50% of the current cards were printed between those days, or between those years.
Right.
Because they made so many new cards, and they blitzed the market with new sets, and then they Fortnited the game. Right. And what I mean by that is they turned it into a vehicle for other properties to advertise.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like cross-promotional shit.
Yeah, like the Lord of the Rings crossover where they absolutely just botched it completely.
Oh god, they fucked that up so hard. And it was really there's a lot about that's funny. I mean, aside from the way that they fucked up the set, they fucked up the lore, they messed up so much stuff with it. Aside from that, like, there were huge problems with that product on Amazon. Amazon ended up dropping all of that Lord of the Rings product for a long time because, and actually, I'm not even sure if you can find it on Amazon anymore, because there were so many scammers. There were so many people buying it and then opening up the packages and returning the product with with empty packages, or taking out the rare cards and just returning it without the rare cards. right? Or swapping in different packs. Like there was a whole bunch of scamming going on surrounding that Lord of the Rings set on Amazon. And so Amazon is like, nope, fuck you, we're done. It's too scammy. We're not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. Like that trading card market is pretty insane.
Dude, it is scalp central.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like, and Magic does not have that same problem that Pokemon does. Like Pokemon, I guess and I don't play Pokemon. Like my son played it for a little bit. I got friends that played it for a little, or that played it. I mean, I have played the game, but I have no idea about like the broader market of Pokemon, right? Or the broader world of the Pokemon market. But apparently it is rife with scalpers.
Oh yeah, dude.
And
it is a whole
crazy.
economy built on that crap.
It is. And like so much so that all of it, so they have these Pokemon machines around that are like at the grocery stores. They're like vending machines, Pokemon card vending machines, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I was looking at them, and I'm like, fuck, they're always out of service. And I was telling my buddy, I was like, yeah, I see the one that have the win code, but it's always out of service. And he says, that's because when you buy product from them, it will put itself out of service for something like 1 to 2 hours.
Right.
So that people can't sit there and just buy. It's like you can buy one thing like it's meant to be. Like it's not meant for someone to go buy all the shit, you know.
Yeah.
But I struggle with that. Right? Like because the big complaint about that is the scalpers. Like, oh, the scalpers are taking all the product and selling it. It's like, well, but what were the other people going to do? You know, like everybody who's buying it is eventually trying to do it. They're trying to buy it or sell it in some way.
A friend of mine has has that Lotus. Apparently, it was this one rare card, not in Pokemon,
Black
but
Lotus.
Yeah.
Oh,
he has
Magic, yeah.
Yeah, he has a Black Lotus, and apparently a dude offered to blow him for it.
Oh, I'm sure it's like a fucking $10,000 card now, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a ridiculously expensive card. But the Pokemon market, and see, that's the thing though, is that card is so valuable because of how functional it is.
Really?
Now, yeah. Like for the most part, Magic cards are valuable because of their playability.
Right.
Like, yeah, there's the One Ring, which they did during the Lord of the Rings thing. They printed the 1 of 1 special ring.
Right.
And then released it way too early in the cycle. They were so stupid. They released it way too early in the cycle because it was supposed to be, you know, there was one pack out there that had the One Ring in it. And some guy got it like a month or something after. It wasn't even a month after release.
Right.
Right? And to me, that's dumb. Because people were buying packs in the hopes of getting that ring, that card, right? And as soon as that ring got pulled and sold, fucking people stopped cracking those packs. People stopped buying the Wonka bars after the fucking golden ticket was found, right?
Yeah.
After all the golden tickets were found, because there was no point. So it's like, oh, well, you know, most of them were only buying it for the ring. A lot of them. And so they screwed themselves by releasing it so early. They should have waited until later in the cycle and released it, like on a second print run or something.
Gotcha.
But they put it in the first print run, and so it got out early. So.
Well, it's Hasbro. They never really do any clever solutions. Especially how they're allergic to video games.
But that's back in the, you know, that's, again, but that's one of the rare instances where a card is is valued more or less for its rarity.
Yeah.
And I mean, sure, there are some rare lands and stuff like that are like vanity pieces, you know.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like every time a new set drops, the most valuable cards in that set are the most playable cards. They're the ones that are going to play in the meta. They're going to be the ones that are competitive. It's not the prettiest ones, right? But that's how it is with Pokemon. Those cards that are going to be the most valuable out of every Pokemon set are the prettiest ones.
Yes.
It's not necessarily how good the card is, because they're not playing them. They're just collecting them because they love Pokemon. And it's like unique and cool Pokemon art. So,
I have no idea how that economy goes. Like when I was a
Yeah,
kid
no.
at the grade school, we would pretty much have a goddamn gambling ring every recess outside, just dealing Pokemon cards.
Well, it's like Pokemon cards, even though it's a playing card game, is on the market. It acts more like a trading, not game, just trading cards. They acts more like sports cards.
Yeah.
Say, right?
I mean, before that we had football cards, so yeah, but it's very funny because kids are prone to gambling pretty early, and the Pokemon cards were the proof of that.
Oh, for sure, dude. I collected garbage pail kids when I was in elementary school. Like, there's something fun about cracking packs and gambling. You know,
Yep.
like I hate Wizards now, and I don't. I can't say I don't ever buy stuff, but like I don't flippantly buy cards. I only ever buy cards with a purpose, like we're gonna draft or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but it is still fun to crack a pack just to see what you get. You know, there's something in my monkey brain that keys in on that, and yours too. There's something in everybody's monkey brain, that Skinner box thing, where it's like, ooh, there might be something cool in here. There might be something cool in here.
One more. Yeah, one more.
Yeah, no shit. And so but the Pokemon card market is so cutthroat in its in its scalping. You know, that like Nintendo and the Pokemon company, because Wizards used to own Pokemon. Wizards, I think, originally published the Pokemon trading card game, and then they sold it to Nintendo. And now Nintendo runs it, but
isn't it Game Freak that
Nintendo
is
doesn't.
in charge of Pokemon? I
What's that?
might be a Legend of Zelda fan, but I have no fucking clue about Pokemon. I only played the first generation.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, Nintendo was owned Pokemon originally, anyways. You know, they're the Pokemon people. That's why Nintendo's suing the shit out of Pal World.
Yeah,
Pulling all the nasty shit there.
So Wizards took care of the
regardless,
cards side of it, eh?
originally, yeah.
Okay.
Wizards originally published and designed the Pokemon trading card game.
Gotcha.
Wizards of the Coast did. And so, but regardless, like that's the trading card, like the play aspect is not what Pokemon is valued for. But also Nintendo does want to fight scalping. Nintendo doesn't want people to scalp their product, or they don't want average people to have to go to eBay to get access to their product, which is oftentimes what happens, right?
Yeah.
Because especially if those Pokemon vending machines, like they originally, because normally what had happened was somebody would show up to them, like when they first put them out, someone would show up and just buy everything in it. They just buy everything in it and then take it all and put it on eBay.
Yep.
And then they made it so that you could only buy it so often. And now the machine's shut down, so you can't do that. So nobody can come in. And there was a guy that was caught. He was caught unplugging the machine so it would reset, so he could just buy the cards Like he'd unplug it and leave it for a second, and then plug it back in, and then buy more cards, and then unplug it and leave it plugged. So they really have tried a lot to do it.
Yeah. Again, there's a whole ass economy based on this crap.
Oh yeah. But that's Pokemon. Wizards, if that was the case, Wizards wouldn't give a shit about it.
Oh no. They would probably encourage it.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably. Like, Wizards claims that they don't pay attention to the secondary market, but it's a fucking lie. Especially if you see the way they play, they do print runs and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like they're definitely paying attention. And of course, anymore, the whole goddamn game just feels like people designing stuff for their friends' commander decks.
Yeah.
Like, there's not, I don't know. And they pretty much abandoned any sense of a cohesive storyline in the Magic universe.
With their story in it?
Kind of fell. Well, Magic the Gathering was originally based on. The original premise of it was there's two wizards, Urza and Mishra, and they were basically having a war, right? And the game originally was you are two wizards who are having a battle. Like, it's a wizard battle with cards, basically.
All right.
And be a wizard battle with cards, but the story and the story evolved, you know, and it kept evolving and it kept evolving. And then Karn was a creation of Urza, I believe, of one of the brothers, and he was just a golem, and then eventually he got a spark, is what they call it, and he became a planeswalker, which is a being that can move between planes. So Magic already had kind of a multiverse thing motif to it in a way with the different planes.
So they too did the D&D thing, huh?
Well, they've had it forever. Like, that was kind of the whole premise of it from the start, was that they would visit different planes. But it didn't have that multiverse retcon quiche bullshit.
Right.
You know, because that's what Marvel uses. Marvel uses the multiverse to retcon failing story ideas.
Yes.
Like, that's the whole purpose of the multiverse in comic books. Just in case anybody was curious, if you see a multiverse arc in a comic book, it's because they're going to try to retcon a story to fix some shitty story, or to further enshittify a story.
Yeah, I preferred it when they used the multiverse thing as just, oh yeah, there's just the same characters but in an alternate setting. I preferred that.
Yeah, well, but also it was better when the two didn't fucking meet.
Yeah.
Right? When they
never meet. They are never
when
ever
it's actually a whole
them.
Separate universe.
Yeah, that's what I want. Like you have and I'm going to use the Transformers as an example again. The Transformers Energon cartoon is completely separate from Beast Wars, right? Which is a continuation from G1. They never meet unless in like some kind of weird ass, usually non-canon event. But then Marvel started screwing around with it and be like, oh, okay, so they can meet. No, don't do it. Don't. Fuck.
Yeah. See, and the other thing about multiverse shit that I hate is that it gives you an excuse to be lazy with your canon.
Yeah.
And it gives writers an excuse to be lazy with story writing because they don't feel like having to stay within the bounds of a
cohesive story
of an established character story.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the thing is, especially with superheroes, is that a lot of these fucking kids, people that are writing the superhero comics now, the people who are doing Batman or X-Men or any of that shit, those people didn't create those fucking characters.
Nope.
You know, even Captain Marvel, those people didn't create Captain Marvel. They didn't create any of those characters. But they're using them and trying to...
They can't make anything that's interesting either, because what was the last time Marvel tried to do something creative? They had a dude farting internet gas,
Oh god.
What, another
Yeah.
dude being like a safe space and
Well,
something else.
the comics, Marvel Comics, because Disney just bought Marvel entirely. Marvel Comics is just furthering. It's just like the seed ground for the MCU now.
Yeah.
Which, like, canon is so awful and messed up in the MCU that, and especially from the comics. Like, there's so much of the MCU shit that just doesn't make any sense in terms of the comics.
No.
So,
No, it doesn't. Point is, we don't like what Disney has done to a lot of IPs.
yeah. But it's not, and I can blame Disney, which, I mean, I do. I blame Disney. But the reality is it's just standard corporate America shit.
Oh, no, it's not
You know?
corporate America, it's corporation in general.
Well, yeah, corporate shit. Yeah.
One corporation is the same as another.
Yeah.
Just another ant trying to eat everyone else.
It is, dude. It's such a depressing, like, when you just look at the lack of impressive people amongst our business class. Like, when I look at LinkedIn, every day when I'm on LinkedIn for some reason or another, I go on there to look and see if my company's posted anything that I should try to amplify because that makes them happy. But every day I go on there and I see some absolute midwit, like, would normally be homeless were it not for this corporate insanity babysit daycare bullshit.
Yeah.
Spouting off some inane platitude about how hard work and blah blah blah, and it's like, dude, you're a scrum master. Like, you don't work hard. You're a fucking scrum black belt. That's not
That is a
hard
word
work.
I have not heard before. Scrum, huh?
Oh, scrum, yeah, that's a very common term in modern business. And it's a meeting, right? And they stole it from I think they stole it from rugby. They stole the term from rugby, and it's when everybody, like, we have our weekly scrum at my work where you get together with the group and you say, here's what I did do, here's what I'm gonna do, here's what I am doing, and then here's my special trick. Basically that's our meeting,
I am so
because they
damn
want you to have a
happy.
thing of the day.
I'm so damn happy that I chose to be a chef. Holy crap, that sounded so fucking
Yeah.
bad. Holy shit.
It's really boilerplate office shit now. Like, all the offices do it because they were convinced by some psychologist that having everybody get together and meet once a week and talk like this and blah 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 makes the team work better together, which I can't necessarily disagree with, right? Like, it lets me know what other people are doing and whatnot if I care, Really, I think more or less what it seems like it is just a means for the bosses to make sure that you're doing something and for you to be held accountable for it.
Yeah.
So
we have a kitchen meeting once every 11 days. Yeah. Once every 11 days. And that is a short and sweet thing of like 20 minutes max. And it's like, okay, this happened, this was how things went. Previous guests like this and that, they didn't like this and that. Done.
Yep.
Now let's go. None of us wants to be here. Let's just leave.
Yep. Yeah, and that's our thing, is like I'm usually pretty quick to the point on mine, because I know that most other people don't want to be there and they don't care. But there are some people that they're really they want to make sure that you know exactly what they're doing and how much they've done and everything they've done, and it's like, okay, that's cool, I'm really happy for you. Like, good for you, dude. You can sit there and talk for 20 minutes about that stupid mapping bullshit that you've been working on and nobody else gives a fuck about. I'm happy for you.
Now,
but
pardon me, I'm gonna start imagining that building
yeah.
outside is attacked by a giant monkey.
But I mean, that's being unfair, you know, really, because I do listen. If it is, especially if I think it's something that might be interesting. Like, I do want to know what people are doing, but is it like incredibly necessary for me to know? And is it helpful? That's the other line thing. Is it super helpful for me to know? Is the Scrum helpful? Is it an actually helpful tool for communicating with other people what you are doing? And I was sometimes yes, and most times no.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of the times if people want to know what you're doing, they're concerned about it, they're into it, then they'll ask you. But not always. But so those are the people that are currently ruining gaming for us through ruining Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering through injecting it with just bland corporate bullshit. And you know, I wouldn't even say like DEI nonsense, because it really, at this point, all of that DEI shit just seems like corporate bullshit to me. It just seems like more corporate nonsense.
It's what it is. But it's a more malignant thing in the background of that. But that's not something I
Yeah.
want to talk about here. That's just
Yeah.
me.
So, but it has taken in the case of Magic, what they've done is they've taken something that was kind of it was like, oh, we're getting a new set. Like, everybody would get excited for a new set, and now they released so many sets in 2 years that nobody cares about new sets. It's like new sets are they're not as interesting. But then on top of that, so to counter the fact that sets aren't that interesting, what they have to do is make sets that are super powerful.
Right.
Right. The kind of set that if you're not playing the cards from that set, you're no longer competitive.
Oh my god, are they doing the monthly meta thing?
It yeah, it used to be monthly. They've slowed it down quite a bit. Their publishing schedule got slowed down a lot because they didn't sell. They just printed a whole shit ton of cards and people didn't buy them because people got tired of new sets and new cards, and the quality of the sets were bad. And
right.
one thing I will give Wizards is they have improved the quality of their card stock, because there was a long time that, well, when Magic first started printing, like, the cards are good, they were really solid, and then they started printing them on really flimsy paper. And it was leading to, it had a real problem where they started making foiled cards. But the foiled cards, because the paper would absorb a little bit of moisture and expand, but the foil cover on it wouldn't expand. And so what had happened is the card would curl like a frickin' Pringles chip. And so you could see right away, like, in some cases you could look at the packs and they're like, oh, there's foil cards in there. And so what that did was basically make foil cards almost unplayable unless you were playing sleeved, which most people played sleeved anyways, but you can't play. And some of those cards are so the term is pringled. Some of those cards are so folded or bent, arched now, that you couldn't actually play them in a deck anyways, because they'll push up, like, they're obviously in the deck. So that was a big deal for a while, but they've fixed that. They don't have that same problem anymore.
No, they got other problems now.
Yeah, now the problems are just purely on the design end. Yeah, you pick your battle.
Yeah.
Because back when the cards were Pringling and had shitty card stock, the actual card quality was good.
Yeah.
But now the card quality is good and the card design is terrible.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. But
I'm
So I'll say-
experienced with giving and taking, but this is a bit too much even for me.
right. So I'll bring it back around and come back to the theme or the character, the subject here. I have a Karn he's a construct created by one of the brothers, but he's a 4/4 Golem. He's a legendary creature, so I can use him in one of my decks. Had him as a commander of one of my decks for a while, and it was like my flagship deck. It was like one of my favorite decks to play because
Right.
it was just so stupid powerful. Right. It was one of those decks where I couldn't be left alone because if I got going with it, I was just going to destroy everything.
Right.
And so, originally when Karn was my commander, so his ability is he's a 4/4 creature. He's a 4 power, 4 toughness. I think he's a 6 casting cost, or no, I think he's a 4. Anyhow, 4 power, 4 toughness. When a creature blocks, or when he blocks or is blocked by a creature, he gets -4 +4, so he becomes a 0/8 if he has to block.
Right.
But his other thing is you can pay 1 and turn an artifact, in a non-creature artifact, into an artifact creature with power and toughness equal to its mana cost. Right, so
I'm glad to be honest.
that's
I know absolutely F all about Magic, so
yeah, so that doesn't, I know that means nothing to you.
yeah, sorry.
But yeah, so let me just say it this way though. So the basis of playing Magic is you use lands to create mana to cast spells.
Right.
That's like the simplest way to put it. So lands don't cost you anything. You can just put them into play. They're colorless. They're your resource generator.
All right.
Right. So I have a card in that deck that turns everything on the board into an artifact. And so I would take people's lands and turn their lands into creatures that have a 0. They have a 0 casting cost because lands are free to play. And so then their lands would die as a 0/0 creature, basically destroying their lands.
Oh, so
Which
you're
is a shitty
denying
thing to
them
do to somebody.
You're denying them resources.
Yeah, you're denying their resource base, right? And it's really awful. And so I could do that. I did that once or twice in that deck, which pissed people off. But there's a couple things about it that are special, because it's a colorless deck, and Magic has 5 colors:
Right.
black, white, red, green, and blue. But this deck is colorless. There's no colored cards in it, because it's mostly artifacts, and then there's a bunch of creatures that are they're known as Eldrazi, and they're kind of like a Lovecraftian type.
Ooh, that name sounds really familiar. Wait,
Yeah.
does the name Emrakul mean anything to you? Okay.
Yeah, Emrakul's one of the Eldrazi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't play Emrakul, but Emrakul's one of the Eldrazi. And so this deck is really just a colorless, like, just awful big creatures, and then awful. It's just there's a lot of horrible things in this deck, and I love playing it, but I don't get to play it very often. Now, one of the problems with it is it's just mostly artifacts, and there's a lot of cards that just destroy all artifacts. So it is very vulnerable to stuff like that. When you're an artifact-based deck, you're vulnerable to removal and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
minus that, you know, it really... Well, people have to run that, because if you don't run it with a deck like this, then it's gonna... You can't stop it. It's just gonna fucking steamroll you and destroy everything. And you have no choice but to sit back and watch as you have to sacrifice all of your permanents, and and then a giant tentacle monster comes over there and smacks you in the head.
Yeah, smacks in the head. That's what tentacles does. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to keep this somewhat kid friendly. I mean,
Yeah,
that's ship
kids
sailed,
in my
but-
channel are not fucking allowed. Not
Yeah.
with my content. Holy crap.
How about YouTube friendly? We'll say that.
Yeah, let's go with that. We're not Japanese, so we should be good.
Yeah. So it's
Sick.
just a deck full of really powerful cards, and it goes off really quick if you leave it. And so I love playing it, but it's one of those things where if I play it, I just know I'm going to be a target, and I have to expect to have a bad time, because
Yeah.
I'm just going to get shit on the whole game. It's like, especially my kids are going to look at it and go, oh, I'm just going to shit on dad the whole game. Which, you know, like a lot of the times it feels like a fucking 2v1 when I sit down to play cards at my table. There's at least 2 people at the table that are already against me, just because my boys are gonna get me. You know.
Oh. Well, that's the thing about glass cannon builds, is that they can get wrecked easily.
Yeah. Well, my son is really good. Both of my boys are really good at building decks, and my youngest son has a lot of time on his hands. So he spends, So he spends time doing that, building decks, come up with new decks and stuff like that. And we don't buy cards anymore because I have a printer. So we just print proxies or everything. Like, I'm so over trying to give Wizards money for stuff, and because there's a million little cards, it's like, are you shitting me? I have to go spend, you know, another $3 or whatever just to get this one stupid card. Like, no, I'll just print up a copy of it. I only need the one copy of it. I'm not doing anything with it, but putting it in this one deck that I only ever play with my friends. You know?
Yeah, well, you're not a tournament guy.
No, I'm not. I'm well past playing competitive shit.
I never really do well in competitions anyway, so I when I get competitive, I get really, really rude.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is no fun.
Well, and this is one of those things where, again, and I think I talked about it talked about it in our last one a little bit. The blood in the water, right?
Yes.
With me and my friends, if someone, like, if you can't handle your shit and you start getting tilted, if you start getting super salty, we're not gonna stop you. We're gonna push it.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to make it worse. You know.
As you fucking should. Like in most cases, there are some people you will find that you know you can't do that to, but most people you always just go on. Yeah, you're getting it.
Yeah. Well, like, speaking of which, I just noticed one of a Discord message just popped up for one of my homies, and a long time ago, me and my friend Kyle and Collins are their names. We'll say them. Nobody will ever fucking meet them, and they'll never listen to this.
Hey,
So
Kyle,
my buddy's
hail
Kyle
Collins.
and Collins. Yeah. We're playing. They're coming over to hang out, and it's like, what are we gonna do? And Kyle's like, let's do Monopoly. And I'm like, no, fuck Monopoly. I don't want, every time I play Monopoly, it always ends up with a couple people teaming up on me, and I get totally screwed. Like, I don't want to play Monopoly. It's like, nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And because I'd always played Monopoly with my wife and kids, which means everybody's fucking ganging up on me.
Yeah. That's the
You know?
dad debuff right there.
Yeah, the kids want to help mom and they want to beat dad. And so anyhow, so me and Kyle and Collins are playing Monopoly, and it's going along okay until eventually, like, I had Boardwalk and Park. I ended up getting Boardwalk and Park Place, like, organically.
Mm-hmm.
And then Collins ended up giving me some stuff that fucked over Kyle, and it's kind of like we worked together to fuck over Kyle. And Kyle got so mad, so fucking mad. It was like, I will never play another game of Monopoly. Never. I could never have a better game of Monopoly than that. Because he damn near flipped the table. He was so mad. He's like standing on the other side of the table going, fuck you guys! You goddamn it! He was furious. He was furious. And like, me and Collins were laughing so hard that we're crying and our guts hurt. Because he's so fucking, he's just incensed, just rage, like, god damn it! Ah! So I never have to play a game of Monopoly again because I already won the best Monopoly win I will ever or could ever win.
Yeah.
Courtesy of my good friend Kyle. Shout out to Kyle. He's a real one for that. But it's not like I haven't been the fucking the victim of that either. You know,
no.
where it's like I start getting indignant, crashing out, and everybody just pokes at that too. You know, like,
yeah. Hey,
it is what it is.
I hate timing in racing games, and if I'm forced to play a racing game with someone, that's a time challenges in racing games. I hate it. It gets out the worst in me.
Yeah.
There's because the smallest little issue will fuck you over, and then it's just usually just bullshit as well.
Right.
Which makes a little trim really freaking salty.
Yeah. So my thing is like, I will try to work for, in a lot of ways, I will try to work for the least, or I guess the most advantageous outcome for the most people.
Yeah.
Right. And that's probably just the dad in me that's always had to work for more the benefit of other people over myself.
Maybe.
But I always kind of try to do that, and then when you get somebody that just shits all over that and takes advantage of it, like, that's the that's what makes me mad. That's what gets me salty, you know. Or but yeah, it depends, you know. And it's really, it could just be you're having a bad day.
Oh yeah.
Know? We had a dude one time, like, he was playing, and my buddy kept fucking with him. Like, we were playing cards, and one buddy kept fucking with another guy, and the other guy, like, when he died, he just quietly packed up his shit and left without saying a word.
Ooh.
He didn't fucking. That was the most pissed anybody's ever been.
Yeah.
But we were all just kind of laughing about it.
Quiet rage quit.
Yeah, and he was just like, nope, fuck you guys, and he left. And
the funniest ones are the people who manage to stay somewhat calm. They have this, they clearly are pissed off, so they're leaving. It's like, good day, everyone, and then they leave.
Yeah.
God, those are funny.
But nah, he was see, now in our you don't, you know, you can get mad, but then get even, you know. Previous game matters. That's the other thing. Somebody's like, I didn't do anything. It's like, yeah, well, you did last game, you asshole. It's like, well, that was last game. I was like, yeah, but you still fucking did it.
Karma's
It wasn't
bitch.
like you're a different person now. We're just playing a different game. I still don't trust you.
Yep.
So it's the cutthroat competition.
Oh yeah. It's like playing Helldivers with Basic. Suddenly, a machine gun passes over, and this time I wasn't close to the fucking line of fire. Very suspicious, Basic. But I don't hold grudges like that, because I know sooner or later I get even without even trying because it's Helldivers. Accidentals is part of the fucking game.
Right.
I mean, you accidental yourself, dude.
Well, yeah.
For all its flaws, the game is good. I'm pretty sure that's the
yeah.
same for this one too, eh?
Yeah. It's like it's a cruel mistress.
Yeah, I
we
can
stopped
imagine.
playing Magic for a bit during COVID, and we were kind of winding down on Magic anyways. Mostly because pre-COVID was right when they released the Godzilla set. Like and it wasn't even a full set. They just had a secret layer that was like legit, like tournament legal Godzilla cards. And I'm like, why the fuck is Godzilla in the Magic universe? Like, there's literally nothing less Magic the Gathering than God fucking Zilla. But
yeah,
they did
there's
it.
a comic
They made
where
Godzilla.
there's a comic where Godzilla fights Zeus, so.
Yeah, well, no, but I'm just saying thematically,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like a radioactive kaiju. Like, first off, Magic is a fantasy setting, right? Which they've changed that too. They fucked that all up. It's not a fantasy setting anymore. Now it's like it's a multiverse setting, so it can be fantasy. It can be fucking fairy tale stuff. It can be sci-fi. It can be whatever it wants because it's multiverse. Which
It's
it
crap.
just makes me want to smack somebody
Try
in the
to
face.
be everything and you will be nothing.
Yeah, you start becoming generic, right? Which is what Fortnite is. Like, Fortnite is just generic, battleground shooter. Except
Fortnite
it has
Fortnite
all
is
of
the
stupid
Funko
shit.
Pop of the video game world.
It is. Well, and that's what they want Magic to become, like the Funko Pop of the trading game world, with all of the crossover sets and all the stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, even stuff I love the 40Ks. Like, I think the 40K sets are cool, but they have no business being Magic cards.
Nope.
Like,
well, they have more being Magic cards than freaking Godzilla, because at least you can use the excuse because 40K is a fantasy sci-fi, so Magic is
but
part
it's
of
not.
it.
Well, no, but it's not even. But okay, so there's nothing congruous with the warp in the Magic universe. Like I'm just saying, it's not. Magic isn't a sci-fi setting.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't meant to be sci-fi. They weren't meant to be like guns and shit like that in it. And it was meant to be a more medieval fantasy type setting.
Yeah.
Which is why artifacts were kind of a thing, because they were magical artifacts that were created,
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I play artifacts. That's why I like Karn. He's an artifact card.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate that they are the Fortnite-ification of it, where it's just a vehicle to advertise other IPs now.
Yeah.
Oh,
believe me, I know. Fucking depressing.
Yeah, it is pretty depressing, but but it's just kind of the evolution of. It's the evolution of things in a world where people don't want to take risks. That's cool.
Yeah. 3% blur there should be nice.
Yeah, there's so much risk aversion in modern corporate America. I think that's 99% of the problem with a lot of it. Is just they're so afraid of taking a risk on anything.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous. But meanwhile, it's kind of a lie saying that they're averse to taking risks, because they take risks all the time. It's just stupid risks with no reward.
Well, but they take safe risks, right? That are where the payoff is, we're like, oh, we're gonna do this risky new diversity thing. It's like, that's not risky, you dumbasses. That's like pretending to be risky. So, yeah,
It's milquetoast, at best.
it is. It is. It's safe by design. Like it's meant to be safe and somewhat harmless, so that it's more appealing to the average person or the average consumer.
Yeah.
The average white lady.
The worst kind.
So,
Let's see. I'm thinking there.
yeah.
Let's do 25. There we go. What do you think?
So, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
This was less informative talk about Karn, the Silver Golem, and more rant about the state of Magic the Gathering
Yeah.
and gaming in general.
Yeah, we do have days like that.
But,
There we go.
you know,
Such
if
is
you
life.
love a hobby, you need to gatekeep it to make sure
yeah.
to protect it.
That is a rule everyone should be following, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If you love your hobby, gatekeep the ever-living hell out of it, guys.
Yep.
It's the only way it's gonna be anything resembling what you loved about it.
Yeah, it'll maintain. It's the only way it'll stay being what you love.
Yep. Remain pure, in a way.
Right. Yeah, that looks good.
Thank you.
Just watching the drawing now. Now I'm getting
Yeah.
mesmerized by the drawing.
Ooh. Yeah, this has been fun, and I do like the last two we've done. It's actually been pretty fun, like Fiddlesticks and what was it called? What did you call him, man?
What,
Kang?
Fiddlesticks or the
This one.
what?
Well, what's this one's name?
Oh, this is Karn.
Karn. Yeah.
It's Karn Silver Golem.
Yeah, I know. There's a Warhammer reference there. Karn the Betrayer.
Yeah, I know. It's spelled different though. Like I keep wanting to say Karn the Betrayer,
Yeah.
but it's like no, it's not. It's Karn Silver Golem. It's spelled different. It's just Karn. There's no KH. There's no Korn. Yeah. There's Karn the Great Creator and Karn Silver Golem. There's like 3 or 4 versions of the card.
Well, yeah, Karn.
Yeah.
Karn the Betrayer.
Different
Karn the
Karns.
Golem. Yep.
Not
and then
related.
You can also have Karen. You know, Karn the
Yeah.
Karen. The least favorite of the
Although
Chaos Gods.
They now exist within the same canon for Magic the Gathering because they're all tournament legal.
Yes.
So,
I
yeah.
freaking hate that shit.
Yeah, your deck can't tell a cohesive story anymore like it used to. You know? It's like your elf deck isn't a deck of the elves going to war. It's... Now it has like 50 different little people from other... Now you have Captain America in there, and you gotta send Spider-Man and Ant-Man along with SpongeBob and Rainbow Sparkle Dash.
Blackagorn comes out. I don't know who that
Yeah.
is. Apparently. Oh, here's fun. Everything was it got a color change in the Magic the Gathering one, including the Horadrim.
Oh no, the best. Yeah, that's funny. The Horadrim did. My favorite one was Prince Imrahil the Fair.
Really?
Right, Prince Imrahil the Fair. Yeah.
Okay.
Because why did they
to him?
call him Prince? Did they call him Prince Imrahil the Fair because he was just? No, They did not. They called him
did?
Prince Imrahil the Fair because he was fair of skin.
Oh.
And they made him black.
Oh, they did the
It's
same
so
thing.
funny.
They did the same thing in that trash remake of Snow White. Oh, the fairest in the land because she's a fair. No, no, she was the most beautiful. You stupid
Yeah,
little.
that's.
Oh, there's so
Yeah.
much trash, dude. Oh. I need to do the internet, fucking PC drawer thing by watching 2 screens
Yeah.
at once. Hate doing that.
Sorry, and I'm sitting here staring at the fucking screen too, and I saw the thing stop moving, and I thought you were just chilling.
It's alright.
That's my bad. My bad.
Lack of
I didn't realize
communication.
that. I didn't realize you were still working. So.
Happens. Well, we did at least a
Oh.
lot wasn't lost at least. So that's nice.
Yeah, no, or not a ton. So.
Just doing a little. I'm
So,
just
yeah,
doing a little
they-
fidgeting because I want to.
Yeah, I know. Just futzing around. That's what you do.
Yeah. making sure you've said everything you want to say.
Yeah. Everything I can say. But yeah, so anyhow, yeah, I just wanted to talk about have you draw Karn and talk about the state of Magic and lament some of my frustrations with the game
Yeah.
and where I feel the game is just going to keep getting worse in regards to like just the sets until eventually they don't even bother making any actual Magic sets. They're all going to be of extended universe IPs,
Ugh.
licensed IPs. So no in-house storytelling required.
Those are the worst.
So
That's when it's all dead.
yeah, and I think these guys are only less than it. I think they're only years away from using AI to do all their shit anyways.
I think they already have
Like-
started using AI in their stuff.
They've started using it for some, but for a long time, like Wizards of the Coast was the largest employer of professional artists in the world. I don't know if they are anymore. I don't think so.
I don't think they know
Despite
what
the
art
fact they're
is.
putting out more product than ever. You know? So,
I don't even
who
think they
knows?
know what art is anymore.
no. Well, there's been some really amazing artists, you know? That was one of the things that really attracted me to Magic in the first place, was some of the art in the cards was so amazing. There's some legitimately talented artists that were working early in Magic. I mean, and even later, like it's really good art, you know, but it almost becomes a little generic after a while,
Yeah.
you know. It's not as artistic, it's just illustrative, I guess, if that makes sense,
Oh, I get it.
you know, like
There we go.
yeah,
I'll consider
yeah,
this it.
yeah, I know, that looks good.
Let's see.
You're gonna keep fucking with it.
No. You're still
Oh
talking.
yeah, there you go. Put some lights under there. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Just to make sure he stands out a bit more. There we are.
All right.
You think it's all right?
Yeah, no, I think that looks good, dude. I think it looks good.
Thank you. Well then,
Yeah.
I think with this, I will conclude the Simply Sketchy. You've gotten to rant out what you wanted to rant about, I suppose, right?
Yeah. No, rant complete.
Good.
For now, I mean, really, my whole life is one long rant just waiting to happen, so I can't say that my rant is complete.
Well, it means we have
but
more
I'm
stuff to
done,
talk
and
about.
Yeah, and I think that I think this looks good.
Thank you.
So put your pen down, and
You can't tell me what to do, damn it! Yeah. This one was pretty fun, and we managed to keep in on the hour, so that's pretty good.
Oh, nice. All right,
This
there
is
we go.
the last act I do before I go back to work, so thank you very much for joining me on this, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, glad I could.
Yeah, so once more, you will find all of David's stuff in the description down below, including his podcast with Bleach, which he will do tomorrow, or is it Monday?
It's Tuesday.
Oh.
Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Eastern time in American time, and I don't know what that is. I think I'm GMT -7.
Okay, if you say so.
So that puts me. So it's gotta be late. It's gonna be late for Europeans.
Yeah, you'll see the stream announced on his channel, so it'll be easier that way.
Yeah. It'll be on my channel and Bleach's channel.
Hell yeah.
So Bleach and I will simulcast it.
Yep. Then, of course, a big thank you to Basic, who is going to edit this. Thank you very much for your hard work, dude, and you got work cut out for you as usual. Another thank you to Robert Renato, a good friend of the channel, and a man who lets me use his music, which you've been listening to in the background here. Always a good guy, very funny. He is, as I always say, a man of big contrast, dark, dreary music, and a guy who just loves puppies and cute things. That never stops being funny to me, ever. And of course, to everyone taking time out of the day to watch this, thank you very much. I truly appreciate this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you feel so inclined, you can like, comment, or subscribe. If you want to hire me to do a little doodle for you, you can find my links down in the description below as well. And with that, thanks again, Dave, for joining me, and have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Chatelet.